your palms to be upward facing for a second, and your knees are still about fist width apart. Feeling the feet planted into the floor, feeling your shoulders melting down your back, and wherever you're at here, I want you to see, can I get a little bit more connection with the lower part of me? So can I melt my upper back, my middle back, and my lower back a little bit more into the floor without tilting or arching? Great. From here, take a nice deep breath. And you're gonna swing your arms behind you, circling them around. And then you're gonna exhale, push them down. Great. Now you're gonna go backwards, and then you're going to circle them around. So we're just kind of going in opposite directions for a moment. So inhaling, circling behind you, exhale, engage, push down. Good. Now inhale, push back, and circle around here. Great. So again, you're just finding a nice little openness through the shoulder and finding how you can still breathe very mindfully, very aware, even if your arms are moving through space. Good. Last side here. Great. And then the last time all the way up and down. Excellent. Your fingertips are touching the floor. You're going to walk your hands towards your feet as you slowly lift your head, neck, and shoulders, and we're reaching here for a moment. Again, so we have this upper body lift. You feel how your hands are extended all the way. Great. You're going to put one hand on top of each other, opening up those elbows. Let's float up the right leg here, and left leg goes all the way out, and stretch up this right leg for me. You're going to bicycle the right leg down one time. And then you're going to slowly lift just the left leg a tiny bit off the floor. Great. So you're inhaling, lowering down. And then exhale, flex through the heel as you lift up a tiny bit. Great. So again, the idea here is to control this right leg stretch and then shift your focus so that you can lift the left leg just a little bit. Remember, it doesn't have to be high. 3 more times. And again, seeing where you can open up your chest a little bit more. Can you melt your shoulders down your back? Can you expand the breath a tiny bit more? Good. Last time here, extending all the way up and then flexing, lifting, and holding. Great, everyone. Bring both knees back into your tabletop position. Take a deep breath. And you're going to open up your knees for me and then flex your feet. So you're kind of in like a frog position. Great. You're going to inhale, slowly lower down, keeping your heels touched. 3, 2, 1, and then exhale up. Great. When you get to the top, you're actually going to push both heels away at a nice, slow 45-degree angle, and then you're going to come back. These socks are amazing, but I collect everything that's on the floor. I love it. Good. So inhaling slowly down. Again, when you're here, making sure we're not arching, right? You're still using everything to melt downwards. Exhale back up. Good. Inhale, expand. And again, you're slowly zipping up your thighs together, stretching out, and then exhaling all the way back. Good. 3 more. And if you feel like you don't need that extra support of your neck, by all means, you can bring your hands down by your side. Or if you're really feeling super excited today, you can bring your arms up. So again, when you kind of move your hands in different directions, it becomes a little bit more challenging or a little bit easier. Check out where you're at today. Good. And you can also play around. Last set here. Super. Inhale, squeezing, pushing away, and then exhale back. Great. Point your toes back together, squeeze those knees, and then slowly lower down on 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Stretching out that right leg, bringing this left leg in and all the way up. And remember, if you need to take a break, you bring your head, neck, and shoulders down. So you're inhaling, bicycling this left leg up, flexing out through the right as you lift it up a bit, and then exhale down. Now, if you feel like you want to lift this right leg a little bit higher, by all means you may, but it doesn't have to be very high. Even if it's just a tiny bit off the floor, it's totally fine. Good. Let's do 3 more, please. Inhaling, lowering down, stretching out, feeling that expansion, extension all the way through the toes, flexing it up on the right. Good. And again, checking in, does this side feel lighter, heavier, easier, more difficult? And then all the way up. Excellent. We're going to bring both knees into a tabletop position. Open up the knees and then flex the feet. Great. So again, inhaling, slowly lowering down. Exhale up. Good. Inhale, stretching all the way out. And exhale back. And remember that diagonal upwards is again up to you. If you want to make it a little bit more challenging, you come down a bit. Otherwise, you keep it relatively high. Great, and inhale, stretching out, extending, feeling how your thighs activate, but you're still keeping your middle and lower core very, very warm. Cool, and last time here, let's see if we can inhale this entire set here, and then exhale this out. Excellent, point your toes, knees come back together slowly, put the soles of your feet back down on the floor, release your hands, walk up, say hi to those knees, and then melt downwards for me on 3, 2, and 1, great. Let's bring the arms out to a T position for me. And you're gonna open up your knees for a moment. You're gonna gently bring those knees towards the right, and then back to the center. So inhale, dropping the knees to the left, and then back to the center. Great. This time you're gonna bring your knees to the right. I want you to bring your right arm up and over. It's almost like you're allowing for your body just to stretch here. And then exhale, open, keeping the knees to the right. Now bring the right arm up and over. So you're kind of reaching in the opposite direction, neck following, and then exhale, open. Great, bring the knees back to the center, and then gently drop them down towards the left. Super, right arm comes up and over. Still trying to feel how your right hip wants to stay close towards the ground. So you're not lifting everything up, right? I still want you to feel that this bottom part of you is to the left, but the hip and the upper body still kind of wants to stay to the right. Great, exhale, open, and then the left arm comes up and over, stretching, reaching, and then all the way back. Great, knees come back in towards the center. Super, we're gonna bring your knees really back towards the middle, arms come all the way up, and we're gonna start with a little bit of a roll up. So you're gonna walk your feet a little bit further away. You're gonna take a nice inhale, and then you're gonna exhale. Everyone is gonna walk themselves up for 3, 2, and 1. Good. When you get to the top, you're going to extend your arms all the way here, and you're going to lower down just to the lower back, and then you're going to exhale up. Good. You're going to twist to the right. You're going to lower down just to the lower back, and exhale up. Great. Twist back to the center. Inhale, lower down. Exhale up, and then to the left. Again, finding how you can still articulate just one vertebrae at a time, even if we're not making huge moves here. And then inhale, lowering down, lower back, tap, exhale all the way up. Great, everyone grab a hold underneath, and you're gonna slowly allow for yourself to really walk down 3, slowly 2, head, neck, and shoulders last on 1. Great, inhaling the arms here. This time you're gonna walk your feet a little bit further away and dig your heels into the ground. Inhaling, arms up. Exhale, head, neck, and shoulders follow, and we're walking ourselves up. Everyone gets to walk. Great, extending your arms all the way. Heels are still nice and dug into the ground. Inhale, curling down, trying to come this time almost to the middle of your back, and then exhale up. Good, twist towards the right. Inhale, coming down more or less to the middle, still curling. Exhale, engaging the core, lifting and twisting back. So again, you're finding this nice connection of the inside layer of muscle, and at any point if you need to walk yourself, you do it, but you're seeing how you can slowly and gradually come down, engage the core, lift in and up, and then back to the center for the last time. Inhaling, curling through the middle, keep reaching, exhale, engage and lift. Super. Hands come underneath, take a nice smiley inhale, shoulders come up, and then remelt it down your back, and then slowly and steadily curling and snapping, 1 vertebrae at a time. 3, head, neck, and shoulders go last. 2, 1. Great. You're stretching your legs out all the way, flexing them here. Inhaling your arms all the way up. And now you're going to take your head, neck, and shoulders, and if you need to walk, you're going to just gently walk yourself along the side of your legs. Great. Flexing here. Remember, if you need to bend your knees a little bit, go for it. You're inhaling, curling down, getting to the middle upper back. Exhaling, coming on up. Get twisting to the right. Inhale, curling on down. And then exhale, curl back up. Super. Twist back to the center. Inhaling, curling. Remember, if you need to walk yourself, you do it. Otherwise, you take it nice and slow. And remember, we're not swinging the arms. We're really trying to hone in on that inner side, straightforward muscle of Inhaling, flexing, tapping, rolling, and then exhale all the way up. Great, and from here, you're gonna bring the arms forward, curl back as you slowly lower down on 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Y'all ready? Let's do it. Inhaling, we're gonna circle the arms around. You're gonna point the right foot for me. And you're gonna lift your head, neck, and shoulders up as you bring the right knee in. Cool. Then you're gonna roll back down, right leg goes down. We're gonna stay on the right side first. So you're inhaling, circling around, head, neck, and shoulders come up, and you lift and bring the right knee in. So when you come up, you're still kind of hinged, right? We're not all the way forward, and we don't have a curled back at this moment. We're all the way lifted. Now when we go down, of course, we work with the curl. So we're thinking about the lift is straight, right? We have that straight hinge back feeling. And then we extend the leg and simultaneously curl down on 3, 2, and 1. Good, one more time on this side. And then slowly curl back down, 3, 2, and 1. Super, flexing out the right foot, pointing the left toes. Here we go, 5 times. Inhale, lift on up. And then exhale, slowly articulate down. And you might notice that one side feels more cooperative. Whatever it is, we're trying to lift slowly, right? Kind of working with gravity in that nice resistance way. Super, inhaling, head, neck, and shoulders come up. And then exhale, stretch and curl. And feeling that opposition of when the left leg gets straightened out, and then you kind of curl downward simultaneously. I love that feeling. But it's like you're stretching and you feel how your body is getting longer. Great. Last time here. And then slowly lower down. Awesomeness. Let's flex both feet. Circle your arms around. And actually, we're just going to lift your head, neck, and shoulders for a minute here. Great. You're going to point both toes for me. You're going to bring that right knee in and then the left. And we're going to put one hand on top of each other behind our head. You're going to gently twist the upper body to the right, and you're going to start to bicycle both legs straight forward. Inhaling here, and exhale it out. And if you feel like this feels too much, then just stick with one leg and then the other. Good, 2 more. And last breath. Super, come back to your neutral position, twist back to the middle, and then slowly twist that upper body to the left, elbows open, and we start gently bicycling here for 5. Keep the breath long, exhale out, and 4, 3, happy moments here of 2, great, and then last time. Super, back to the center, and take a moment here. Great, slowly put the soles of your feet back down on the floor. Let's release the hands, walk up, say hi to the knees, and then lower down for me on 3, 2, and 1. Good, flexing out again all the way here. And then take a nice deep breath as you bring your arms up towards the ceiling, head, neck, and shoulders follow, and we're going to reach and sit up really, really tall. Okay, so we're gonna open our legs a little bit wider than mat width. We're gonna do what's called the saw. So I'm not sure if we've ever done it, but we'll do it today. So what happens is it's important that your knees are up. So if you feel like you need to bend them to have that position, that's fine. The goal is also that the spine is straight. So I'd rather have your spine straight and your knees bent than your legs straight and your core like that, right? Okay, so you have a nice T position with your arms. Both hips stay on the ground. You're gonna inhale, twist towards the right. Then you take the left pinky and you dive it towards the outside of your right pinky, and this backhand gets flipped up. Great, and while you're here, you still keep the hip down. See if you can reach a tiny bit more. Good, take a nice inhale, and then you kind of open up, restack through the middle, and hold. Over to the other side. So you're inhaling, twisting, exhaling, diving. It's called the saw. It's almost like you're sawing off the outside of your foot, but you're not really doing that. Inhale, reach a little bit more, hip down, exhale, open up. Good, only one more on each side. So flexing out, inhaling, twist, hips stay forward. Exhaling, allowing the spine to reach and stretch. Great. Inhaling. And then exhale, hold. Inhale, twist to the left. Exhale, dive. Inhale, reach a little bit more. And then exhale, restack. Excellent. We're going to shake our legs forward. 3, 2, 1. Cool. Staying here. I want you to bring the right foot over the left, so you're kind of in that shape 4, wherever you can do that. And then you're going to make nice baby circles, flexing out that left leg here. Baby circles in one direction, sitting up with a tall spine. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse the circles. And again, keeping the fingertips long, seeing can you open up your chest while maintaining that super tall spine. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. We're going to uncross the feet. Arms go nice and long. This time we're going to do our spine stretch forward. A lot of spiny stuff today. So we have this nice long spine. Your belly goes back and you curl forward. So I want you to imagine that there's a wall behind you. You can't go anywhere else. Take a nice inhale, shoulders down, reach a little bit longer. And now exhale, use the core to stack on up. So this stacking concept we do in many different exercises, but again, you're stacking against your imaginary back wall. Inhale, you lengthen upwards. Exhale, belly comes back and you allow the spine to reach forward with the support of the core. Good. Inhale, reach a little bit more. And then exhale, breathe out as you engage your core, stacking up on 3, 2, and 1. Super. Opening up your arms to a T, bringing your left foot now across the right, just to kind of open up the hip and challenge your body for a different position. And baby circles in any direction, inhaling here. And exhale out. And again, feel free to kind of like open up your fingers as well, just to give your fingers a nice little stretch. Trying to like wake up and activate every single small, amazing part of our bodies. Good. And let's reverse the circles here. Inhaling, circle in the opposite direction. Exhale out. Good. 2 more full breaths. And last one here. Super. Flexing out. Arms come nice and long. Again, you're against your imaginary wall. Inhaling, lifting up. Exhale, belly comes back, stretching out. Super. Inhale, extend a little bit longer. And then exhale, engage the core, lifting that belly button in and up as you stack one vertebrae on top of each other with added space. Great. Inhaling, lengthen up. Exhale, belly back and curl, reaching forward, shoulders down. Good. Inhale, reaching a little bit more, flexing out through those heels. And then exhale, engage the core, stack on up on 3, 2, and 1. Last time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, belly comes back, feeling how your hips aren't moving, super grounded from below. And then breathing again on that inhale. And then exhale, stack up and hold. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Bring your arms down for a quick break. Cool. Let's come over onto the side. And what's going to happen is, so you're going to bring the right foot in front and the left foot is going to go behind. And the toes can be open or forward, whatever feels comfortable. I feel like open might be a little bit more supportive because we're going to do some lifting in a little bit. And again, making sure that you're in this 90-degree angle, that your shoulder aren't too far forward or too far back. Great. You're going to bring the right hand behind, lifting it all the way up for a moment. And then you're going to put it behind your head. Good. So I want us to lift up the hip. And then as we come down, we're going to stretch up the arm. Now, again, if you feel like your neck is a little bit tight today, you might absolutely look down at the floor. Otherwise, we're just going to lift hand behind your head. And as you slowly come down, you're stretching up the arm. Great. We've got 3 more. And again, we're pushing away as well with the arm, but I still want you to feel the lift from below. Good. 2. Cool. And 1. Excellent. Hand comes behind your head. We're going to stretch out this top leg and flex it. Good. And now you're going to gently lift it on up. So it's basically like your knee is at a diagonal upward facing. Good. Slowly moving. Lifting it on up. Great. We're going to do 3 more. 2, 1. Good. Now I want you to rotate and put your toes forward facing, even a little bit down if you can, and lift on up. So you're gonna start to feel it up here in a different way. And again, feel free. My neck today is not so happy for some reason. So I'm actually gonna look down at the floor and put my fingertips down towards the mat. So again, check in where you are at this moment. Great. Got 3, 2, 1. Super. Come back to the center. You're gonna bring the right foot now behind and stretch out the left. So if you take a look at your hips, you'll see that you're still not sinking backwards, right? Your hips are still relatively stacked on one another. Again, feel free to put your hands here, or on the floor, whatever works. This time we're gonna flex out the bottom leg and you're gonna just lift it up. So you're making little mini pulses here. Great. Finding how that feels versus the other feeling. Good, we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great, now we're gonna come back to the center, put your hand here. So what's gonna happen again, we're going to lift up, and as we come back down, we're gonna reach. So lifting up and coming on down. Great. And again, even if you're just lifting a little bit, that's totally fine. But I do want you to feel how the lift happens from the middle and not just the arm. Good, we've got 3. Using your breath as well. And then last time here. Super, coming back to your starting point. And let's go over to the other side. Coming through the middle, and then just swinging your legs over. Okay, so we're aligning here, that arm on the right side. And then we have the left foot in front. Again, if you need your toes forward, that's fine. If you can open it up, I think it's just a little bit easier for this whole open feeling through the hips. Great. Reaching your arm here, hand behind your head, finding that moment of openness first. And here we go. You're lifting up your hips, and as you slowly come down, you reach up your arm. And again, if you want to move your neck with the move, by all means go for it. If you feel like you just want to keep your neck down, you may do that as well. Great. We've got 3 more. 2. And 1. Excellent. So either hand behind your head or down. You're stretching out that foot, flexing it and keeping that knee up. Remember, it's kind of at a funky angle. We're trying to like target all of the leg muscles from a roundabout surprise method. Good. Keeping that here. Finding that reach. Great. We've got 3, 2, and 1. Super. So now what's going to happen, we're bringing our toes parallel, and then see if you can lower it down. So basically you see how it's flat, and you rotate it down just a tiny bit more and lift up from there. So again, you start to feel it here quite quickly, in my opinion. And if you want a more challenging position, then by all means put your hands somewhere else. You can also put your neck down as always. And again, feeling how that lift from the middle is still quite active. Great, we've got 3, 2, and 1. Super, so you're bringing this top foot behind as you stretch out the bottom leg. So again, you don't have to land in that perfect position first. You just adjust as necessary. Good. And then you gently here pulsing it up. So again, trying to activate the inner thigh on the right while maintaining that lift, keeping the spine super long. Good. And again, playing around with your breath of how long can you keep that inhale, and then how long can you exhale it out. Good. 2 more. Last full breath. Excellent. And then slowly come back to the middle. Awesome. So lovely, ladies. Let's come over onto our fun planky modus. So you are going to find your way into an all-forward position where fingers are forward facing, wrists, elbows, shoulders are aligned, elbows are back. Okay. You're gonna tuck your toes for me, take a deep breath, and we're gonna lift up our toes, lift up our heels.
Let's try that again. I'm saying heels, toes, and knees all at the same time. So not possible. So recalibrate. Toes are dug into the floor. Heels are lifted, knees are tapping for a moment. Take a nice inhale, lift up the knees. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great. And then you're going to stretch out with the left, stretch out with the right, and hold here for me. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Then you're going to walk in with the left and walk in with the right. And hold here for 5. Open up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Knees come down. And then you're basically just going to walk left arm and right arm into a plank position. Awesomeness. From here, you're going to tuck your toes and bring both knees over to the right side. So basically, you're very, very active on the left. So you're going to shift your weight forward. We're kind of in a twisted side plank. And then exhale, come back. So again, the knees are stacked on top of each other. You're using that left side oblique to come forward a little bit, and then exhale, lift on up. Great. 3 more. And again, hopefully there's not too much pressure on your knee. This should really be more about a core lift supported by the arms, and the knees are kind of just a tapping point. So if you feel like you need to adjust something, please do that. Alrighty, almost done here. Great. From here, you're going to open that top right knee, staying in that extended position. Close it for 5. Open up the chest. 4, 3, 2, 1. Super. Shift your weight back for a moment. Great. We're going to tuck our toes, come back in towards the center, and then you're going to walk up with the left and walk up with the right. Cool? Good. So now you're going to just slowly, almost like you're a dog wagging your tail. I want you to think about bringing your left shoulder towards your left hip, and then your right shoulder towards your right hip. So it's almost like you're stretching out the side, but also activating it at the same time. Good. One more time on each side. Okay, let's do this again. So elbows back, toes are tucked, smiles are happening, shoulders are back, elbows are back. Take a nice inhale. And then lift up the knees, hovering for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step out the right, step out the left, and hold here again. Again, trying to open up the chest, bringing the shoulders a little bit closer together. 3, 2, 1. Knees come in, holding again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees come down, and then we walk ourselves out onto our nice position. Good. You're going to walk your feet a little bit closer together. Lift up both knees, coming over towards the left position, and then untuck your toes. Great. So we're shifting forward and then coming on back. And almost thinking about how much you want to come back. So if you feel like you actually want to come back pretty far, you can do that as well. It's kind of the further you go back and then have to go back into that extended position, the more you need to work. It also feels nice. So really decide where you're at this point. Good. 2 more. And then last in here. Good. Staying here, opening up. And then opening that top knee for 5. Squeeze it closed. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Lifting up everything back towards the center. Cool. And then you walk your right arm and your left. And then we're here kind of allowing for that stretching of the spine again. So again, I don't want us to do this super fast. I really want you to feel how you're moving from the inside, that right hip slowly towards that right shoulder, and then the opposite way. Good. Almost done. And all the way up. Excellent. You're going to walk out again. Today's the day. And then you're going to lift up your bum. So we're kind of coming into like a little bit of a downward dog. And if you feel like you need to kind of stretch yourself out, that's great. All right, what's going to happen is you're going to shift your weight and you're going to lift the right arm up. And you're going to reach it towards the outside of your left foot. And then you're going to bring your knees down and stretch out your arms. Let's try that again. Reaching the right arm on the outside of the left, and then tapping your knees down, reaching. Good. 3 more only. Great. stretching it out, and then shifting forward for 2 and 1. Super, hands come down and shift your weight back again, pedaling out where you need to. So again, you are finding a way to manage to hold your weight on one arm. If you feel like hell no, then you just bend your knees and stretch them back up again, okay? So we're reaching the left arm to the outside of the right, shifting the weight forward, knees come down. Inhaling, reach. Exhale, reach. Good, we've got 3, 2, last time. Excellent, both hands down, and then stretch them up. Awesome, that was beautiful. Thank you for participating. Knees come down. Shift your weight all the way back, and we're gonna just give ourselves a nice little wavy straight stretch. Great, so again, from here, you're gonna curl. I'm trying to find a nice little curl through the spine. And as you get forward here, you're gonna go in the opposite direction. I find this very challenging. So you're trying to find like a nice little one wave direction feels good for me, and the other one feels like a lot more attention. And then you're trying to lift, curl, and articulate again back. So what I'm saying here, as long as you're moving slowly and just allowing your body to tell you where it needs to go, that's fine. And then lift and see if you can curl your bum and then kind of articulate the rest and hold. Awesomeness. Let's come over onto our backs. I feel much more awake right now. Who needs coffee? We have Pilates. So it could be like a mug. I don't even like those mugs, but it could be a mug. Good, feet on the floor. We're coming into a bridge position. So remember, not too far away, not too close. Your palms are gonna be down. You're lifting up your bum, your lower back, your middle back, and you're finding that reach. So again, check in. I don't want your ribs like popping up, right? I still want you to think about kind of like interlacing everything, keeping everything in the middle as compact as possible. Great, so here we go. You're gonna lift up the right heel for a moment and then push it down. Inhale the left, so it's almost like you feel like you're running in place for a second, just warming up the calves. And again, if you feel like you need to walk your feet closer to you, do that as well, please. Good. And then last time here. Awesomeness. Let's bring those elbows nice and close to the body, palms facing each other. And we're gonna tap down here with the arms. And then you're gonna open them up to the T as you lift up the hips. We're gonna lower down the hips, arms go up, and then we come back to the center. So inhale, tap and reach. Exhale, lift and open. Inhale, tap and lengthen. Exhale, lift and hug. So if your arms are doing something slightly different than mine, please don't worry about it. It's really all good. As long as there's some shape change, I really am quite happy. As long as the hips are staying parallel to the floor and you're using your core to lift and lower, I'm happy. And as long as you're breathing, I'm happy. Cool, but we are gonna end in this position all the way here. Great. Now you're gonna lift the arms all the way up and you're gonna bring this left leg into a tabletop position for me. Good, we're gonna stay here. You're gonna lower down, hips parallel, and then you're gonna reach on up. So you feel how your right butt cheek might be starting to get warm. Good, we've got 3, 2, and 1. Good, from here you're just gonna come down halfway and lift up for 5, halfway only. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Super, float this left leg down. And if you need to take a break in between, please do so. Otherwise, see if you can slowly lift and hold. Great, we're lowering down, activating that left leg now a little bit more, and exhale, lift. And again, if you also feel like you need to put your arms down because that's more supportive, do that as well. Remember, I want you to play around with what you need at this moment, trusting that your body will tell you if it's too much. 3, 2. And 1, good. Now we're coming down halfway, lifting on up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Super, foot comes down from here. You're going to articulate, right? So that means snapping each vertebrae down, curling, 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 and curling. And then finding your knees into your chest, opening them up, and then rocking side to side. Okie dokie, we're gonna try something fun. Feet are gonna go up. You're gonna put your hands down. You're gonna lift everything up and over. So now, what happens here is if you need to support yourself, support yourself. You do not have to touch the floor if you can. You can always have your knees kind of like on the outside of your ears. That's totally fine. If you can lengthen out a little bit more, that's great. Make sure that your neck though stays long. What does that mean? I want you to feel how the length happens through the back of the neck, and you're not trying to make it small, but think of everything expanding here. Great, and if you feel like you need to support your hands with behind your hips, do it. Otherwise, bring your hands right back down. You're gonna point your toes for me, and then give them a flex, seeing if in the flex you can stretch out a little bit more. And then point, and then flex, seeing if you can allow for a little bit more stretch. Good, last time, inhaling, point, and then exhaling, flex. Great, and from here, you're gonna slowly bring your legs parallel to the floor, and then a little bit higher. Now I do want you to hold on to your lower back, and you're coming into this candlestick position. Great, you're gonna bring the right leg down, the left leg towards your face, just a little bit. And then exhale, squeeze and lift. Inhale, right leg towards you, left leg away. And exhale, squeeze and lift. Great. Inhale, the left leg towards you, right leg away. Squeeze and lift. And then last time. Super. You're going to lower those legs again, parallel to the floor. And then you're going to slowly release your hands, and you're going to snap super slowly, one vertebrae at a time, thinking about your hips are heavy, but you have that really amazing control on the inside. There's no rush. There's nowhere else to go. And you're really thinking about how you can sit down slowly, one step at a time. And when you get to the top, great. You're gonna bend the right leg, lift the arms all the way behind you, and we're gonna put that right foot down, left leg stays long, and you're gonna lift. Awesome. 3, 2, 1. Then you're gonna curl right back down, and we're gonna change position. So the right leg is long, the left leg is bent, and your knees are kissing. You're inhaling, circling around, slowly lowering the left leg down as the right leg stays where it is, and we're lifting. Awesome. Inhaling, rolling down, switching legs. Exhaling, arms circle around, head, neck, and shoulders reach. Super. Last time. Inhaling, circling down, rolling down, switching legs. Now circling around, head, neck, and shoulders come up. And we reach. Awesome, everyone. Knees come down for a second. Sit up a little bit taller, open them up. And then allow yourself to just have a moment. So arms are gonna come down, and you're just gonna walk yourself kind of folding forward. Not thinking too much at the moment, just allowing your body to open and be. Great. And then you're going to slowly engage your core and kind of allow through the seating up position that your arms kind of naturally just follow. And 3, 2, and 1. Good. From here, you're lifting on up, heels together, toes apart, hands in your prayer position. We dive through, wrap around, open up, bellies back. 3, 2, 1, roll back. 3, 2, 1, finding your balance first. Right hand, right heel, stretch it up. On 3, 2, 1, heels back together, reweave. 3, 2, 1, roll back. And finding that balance first, left hand, left heel, stretch it up. On 3,
2, 1, reconnect. Great, last time, 3, 2, 1, rolling back. And then finding your balance, both heels, both hands, 3, 2, and 1. Great, feet together, knees together, hands by your side. Shift your weight forward and hang long. And again, here's where we say yes to everything that fits our vision of what we want our life to be, and to actively say no to everything else. We give ourselves a nice smile. And then exhale, roll on up on 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Let's do our